All right, so today I'm going to show how to use my production bot, which is used to supplement this kind of Google Sheet. So the first step here will be to go and actually create the bot itself. And to that, we need to go to the Discord Develop It portal, and then go to the developer portal here. They'll have you log in, and from here, we need to make a new application. Name it whatever you like. It could be tutorial bot for this one, and click create. And then we got to do a couple of things on this screen. First of all, go to bot, add the bot in. Yes, I'll do it. Then we're going to have to enable a couple of things over here. It needs all the intents and save the changes. And then we're going to want to add it into a server. So we're going to go here. We're going to enable bot and give it admin. Copy the link. And then paste it. And for this, I will add it to my Discord server. So now if I go over here, you'll see tutorial bot. And what I normally do for these, you could do whatever you would like, but I normally make a text channel that has only me in it so I can manage my team and they don't actually see what's going on over here. So because it has admin, it could be seen in here and I could use it to send controls. So the boy is the previous one that I worked on, and this is my new Discord bot. So one more thing we're going to do over here before we leave, and that is to reset token and do yes I do. So we're going to want to copy this and save it somewhere. I'm just going to save it on a notepad over here for now. You won't be able to get this back, so put it somewhere, but be careful. This is like how you access the bot. So if it gets leaked, that's really bad. Anybody else can access your bot. Just be careful with it. And you see if I refresh the screen, it's gone. So, all right, on to the next thing. So in order to actually connect to the sheets, I'm going to have to go to the G-Cloud console. So if you don't have a Google account, you're going to need one, but you probably will. Then go to my account. And then from here, go to select a project, and you're going to have to create a new project. I'm going to do tutorial. Create. Wait till it's done. All right, and then select the project. And then from here, we're going to go into APIs and services. This can also be if you just type API, you'll find it. And then we're going to want to enable an API, and this is the Google Sheets API. Enable. There we go. So now we need to go over here and go to credentials, manage service accounts, and then create a service account. It could be named whatever. I'll just name it tutorial. Create and continue. These could just be blank. And this is done. If you click to go into manage details, you can actually get the account. And now you need to bring this over to your sheet and go to share and add it to the sheet. There anyway, it's outside of the MSU University, but that's okay. And that should all be set up there. And then the one last thing you'll have to do is go to keys, add a key, and create new key as JSON, and it'll download this key. You can't get it back as well, so this is just like the Discord key, keep it somewhere secure. And then one more API that we need is the Drive API. So we can go back to here and go to Drive, Google Drive API, and enable. we should be good. All right, and one more thing for the Google Sheet. I'm going to have included in the description of this a link to this sheet. So for this, you're going to have to right-click on the name, copy to existing spreadsheet, and then go to wherever your spreadsheet is. And if this was one of Jeremy's spreadsheets, it should just copy over. So we'll open spreadsheet, and you'll see copy of Discord. Make sure to rename this just to Discord because it won't work otherwise. And you can see all of our names copied right over. And then from here, you're going to be able to grab all of your teammates' ats off Discord. I'm just going to grab mine for now because I don't want to add them, but I'll go over here, copy, and just paste it and enable the notifications for myself. And now it should be sending me notifications. Next up, we're going to want to go to my GitHub repository. And I'm going to copy the link. And I personally use GitHub Desktop, but you could use whatever you want in order to clone it. So I want to clone repository by URL, throw this in here, and then make a new file here, tutorial. After the GitHub Desktop is done downloading, we're going to go into VS Code and go to the bot file. So you'll see in the bot file, we need a Discord token. So for this, because we don't want it being pushed anywhere to GitHub or anything like that, we just want to make a new file and call it .env. This is kind of a secrets file that you can put anything in, and it's supposed to be hidden away from things for security reasons. So we're going to have to add 3 things to this, and the first of which being your Discord tag. So copy this, and then do Discord _ token equals that. And then we're going to want to do doc _ name equals, and go to this document and grab the name of the document and put it in, this one in quotes. And then the last one is a little bit more complicated. So if you were just using this locally, we could just keep the JSON package in here and just make it work. But we're going to be pushing it to host so it will run without your computer having to be on. So for this, take your file and drag it into the environment. And this is your credentials to get in. So we're going to want to grab this and do creds equals, and then 2 quotes, and paste that in and save it. All right, so from here, we're going to hit Control and tilde to open the terminal, and then do pip install -r requirements.txt. And so this will install all the packages that you need to install. Mind you, you need Python installed for that to work. So if you don't have Python installed, go install it. This project is Python 11, and I would just recommend downloading that, but it could be tweaked to use anything. So at this point, while you're on bot.py, if you hit run, it connects to the Discord server. So now, if I go over to my Discord, tutorial bot is on. A good sign. All right, and then we got to do one more thing. Because of the nature of the free program that we're using, I have to do some trickery to get the key to work here. If you use a different source, you might be able to just use the JSON file, especially if you're just hosting it here. And if you do, it's really just the difference between using the service account directly from the file or using it from a dictionary. We're going to be using from a dictionary, but to get the dictionary to work on the free website, we have to do a little workaround. So come to here, and you're going to see uncomment this line. We're going to uncomment it, hit save, go to bot, and go run. And then copy this part. And from here, we're going to go to a base64encode.org, paste it in here, and then Control A, Control C, copy this all, come back to .env, delete all of this, do 2 double quotes, and paste it in there. Save it, go back to here, comment this back out, save it. We don't want that printing. Kill the bot. All right, and now from here, should theoretically be working locally. So if we go to play, wait for a tutorial bot to connect to your Discord server, and then do /force remind on your bot. Give it about 10-15 seconds to scrub all of the scrums. And it should remind me that I have one scrum undone, because if I go back to my scrums, you'll quickly see, hey TJ, you have one scrum not filled in. And now if I go on this link, it will take me right to the scrum page. And I could see that, oh, I forgot to fill a random scrum in. And if I fill this in with anything, I now have filled that in. And if I were to go back to my bots page and do it again, you'll see that nobody needs to be reminded here in a second. There we go. Perfect. So from here, the bot works completely locally and you do not have to touch anything more. If you just want to run this for reminding people whenever you need to, you're good. But there's one last step. If you want to host this online for free, we're going to have to use fly.io. And so for that, we're going to go to fly.io. So I'm already logged in here, but you're going to want to go to the dashboard or try it for free. Either one, it'll prompt you to log in. And you could log in with your GitHub account. It doesn't really matter, but make a login first. And after you have an account, we're going to want to go type fly.io install and go to the docs. And you'll see that for Windows, we want to copy this. We're going to want to put this in a Windows PowerShell shell. Make sure you run it as administrator. And Control V to paste and hit enter. Perfect. And now we have a Fly.io account. You're going to want to do flyctl auth login. So we type that in here, hit enter. It's going to pop up on here. I'm going to continue as myself because we're already logged in. Nice and easy, and we're good. So now it's installed on your computer. You can go back to VS Code, and we're going to be deploying it. First, close the tutorial bot with Control C, and then do fly ctl space launch. This is going to bring this up here. We have a Docker file already. Choose an app name. This could be whatever. I'll do tutorial bot. And then here, let's see the whole thing. I'm going to choose New Jersey. Oh, if you get this error, you actually need to do a all lowercase name. So let's do this again. Flyctl launch. We have a Docker file. Choose a name. Tutorial bot in lowercase this time. New Jersey. Enter. Do we want a database? No. Do we want this database? No. Would we like to deploy? No. So now you'll see this new document, flyctl. You're going to want to delete most of this. It's mostly used for web servers. All the way up to env. Save it, and that should be good. And then we only got a couple more steps. So when you host the site on flyctl, it will not be uploading your .env because it's full of secrets. So for that, we want to upload secrets to the actual Fly.io site itself. So if we go to the env and copy the first line, we can do flyctl secrets set, and then Control V, and then copy this one and do fly CTL secrets set Control V. And this is why we had to do this for this one. If you copy it the way that it was, it will not work. Just because of the nature that there are multiple quotes in it, the fly CTL can't pick it up. But with base 64, there isn't, so it will work. So if we do fly CTL secrets set that and enter, it works. And lastly, we're going to want to do fly CTL space deploy, and it should work. So now, if we go back to our dashboard, I should see a new bot popping up in here soon. And here it is. The tutorial bot is running. You can monitor it and see the logs. And if we go back to the Discord, this is currently not running on Visual Studio Code. And yet, let me go back here and make sure it will actually run by getting rid of my work. So now I have a Scrum, and if I do /force remind, there we go. We have a message, and it worked. Well, that's all there is. It's quite a bit to set it up, but it shouldn't take too long. It's nothing too difficult. And if any computer science students in the future have any better ways to do this or any new websites pop up, because I know Hecrio, I think, was the last one that people were using, and that just got shut down a couple months ago. But if there's any other ways to make this shorter, feel free to update it at some point, or maybe I even will. But anyway, that's all. Thank you.